Hello everybody, George from Beaumont Guitars.
And I'm Nick. What's up, folks?
Today we have an awesome offering up from Mesa Boogie. We have some of their pedals. Today we're going to be going over 3 of them. If you notice their beautiful colors here, the gold one is the Gold Mine, if you didn't guess. Purple is the Dynaplex. Light blue is the Clio. So basically we have like a TS style pedal. We have a British style Marshall kind of pedal. And then for the Gold Mine, basically I would say that's like a Cali high gain style sound. So we're going through the Badlander right now. Clean channel, I believe we were saying with Nick, we're going to go to the clean channel first. We're going to show you how it stacks on the dirty channel as well to do like the whole tube screamer vibe in front of a dirty sound. We don't have these going through the loop. These are all going through the front of the amp. Nick has his trusty Les Paul. What is loaded in that, Nick? I forgot.
These are antiquities.
Okay, so we're gonna get like not like a low output. It's gonna be medium, I'd say, right?
Yeah, these are like PAF style. So for a humbucker, they're fairly low. This is like not like 8.88 ohms, and this is 7.6 ohms. Sort of like that vintage voice. So it's not pushing the amp too hard. So this will really allow the pedals to do what they're supposed to do.
So we're gonna show you. Basically, we have all 3 pedals set to at 12 o'clock as we're just showing you kind of what they sound like. On the amp itself, we have everything set to 12 o'clock, including the master. We have the gain set fairly low because we don't really want to hear too much clipping or any clipping at all for the bass sound.
We're using this as a, we're going to use
as a PP.
Keywords, right? It's a PP. It's a pedal platform.
Hashtag PP in the comments.
Yeah, small. What did you say? Small PP?
Yeah.
Or is this like medium PP?
It's a medium PP,
Okay.
I would say.
It's a medium PP.
We also have it set on 50 watts, by the way.
Oh, maybe this is a big PP.
Yeah, I would say big to medium. Nick's going to show the Gold Mine right now. So the Gold Mine, I mean, I don't want to...
Let's go from lightest to heaviest.
You want to go Clio first?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we'll do the Clio first. Like I said, it's like a TS style thing. Yeah. So you're getting the 3 knobs. You're getting level, gain, and tone. We're just going to start with everything up 12 o'clock.
All right, let's hear what we got.
So this is the amp by itself.
With the pedal?
So you can see it's definitely pushing the front of this amp. So I mean, for those of you not familiar with how these sorts of pedals work, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they are amplifying your signal and making it more substantial so it hits your amp harder.
Absolutely.
And makes the amp go into, is it power amp saturation or preamp?
It breaks up the front end quicker, which, I mean, you could do it a few different ways. The way we have it set right now, it's going through the front. So, you could do it for a bunch of different reasons, whether you have lower output pickups, whether you're doing like the down-tuned thing like Nick seems to be doing right now, and you want to tighten up the front end so that you're not getting any of that like saggy low end kind of deal.
So I just tuned back up to E. This tube screamer style, like everyone and their mother has used a tube screamer.
Of course.
And for many different reasons, which we'll kind of show in the video today. But traditionally it's like that Stevie Ray thing where you're pushing the front of the amp just to kind of get it to break up a little bit. And I'll show, we'll kind of run through and show you what that sounds like. So this is just the amp again. Pretty clean. Now let's kick that in. We'll bring the gain down to like 9 o'clock. So this is... So you can see that gives it a little hair, gives it a little energy.
Tiny bit.
And if we you know, kind of increase the gain to 12 o'clock. You know, you're getting to that classic rock, hard rock
Absolutely.
sort of thing.
Does the AC/DC thing really well.
Yeah. So if we actually bump up the gain a little bit more.
Ooh, I'm
right
getting
now,
excited.
because you can't play that last one.
No, you can't. We don't want to get sued.
So it'll do that, right? It'll do a lot of stuff.
really well.
So let's switch it now to the Dynaplex. The Dynaplex was what? Well, you said it was a Marshall
I
kind of
believe
thing?
it's a Marshall style clone. The mid-range kind of led me to believe that. Also, aka the purple pedal.
Another PP.
Another VP. So this is everything at 12 o'clock.
And this is just the amp. Now Dynaplex. More aggressive.
Absolutely. I feel like where this leaves off, the Dynaplex kind of picks up.
That's a really good way of putting it.
You know what I mean? Like as far as like gain levels.
Yeah. Now keep in mind everything was straight up and down. All I did right now is I increased the level a little bit just for in the room so we can hear it a little better. But let's bring the gain down to 9 o'clock. So it does not clean up, but it gets less.
So I would say like hard rocky, blues even.
It does all of that. Let's bring it back up again. We'll go to 3 o'clock, so almost all the way up.
Yeah.
So we could even,
Ooh, that's even Van Halen-y a little bit.
You're getting towards that like hair metal, glam rock,
Absolutely.
heavy aggressive style thing, and that's not even up all the way.
No, you're like 75%.
Let's just go all the way up. Ooh, see, it's got that harmonic thing going on.
You didn't even have to try to get that, right? It was so easy to pull it out.
Effortless. And what's cool about this is it also has that presence knob. So it ties in that amp in a box kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Let's see what that sounds like. Well, I brought the gain back down to halfway. So all presence all the way down.
It's a natural sound.
Turn the presence all the way up. RIP headphone users.
Bites a little bit.
Really bitey.
Bites on the top end.
Not my thing. Not my preference.
A little too much presence. But if it is yours, you can get that sound out of it.
Absolutely. And level, we all know what the level knob does. It just controls the amount of output from the pedal. And tone, well, we might as well just demonstrate the tone. Tone all the way down.
Oh, it sucks a little volume there.
Yeah, definite volume drop. Also sounds like you got a bucket on your head. Yeah. Let's turn the tone all the way up. Again, sorry. Not as bad as I thought.
Better than turning the presence all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's usable.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, the presence all the way up is not usable.
Harsh.
It might be usable for you, but tone all the way up, you can kind of get away with it.
That just Marshall-y thing really, really well.
Yeah.
It really does.
Which, there are many other competitors that do the plexi in a box, the
Absolutely.
super lead in a box, so whatever you want to call it.
But think about it like this. Nobody with the pedigree of Mesa doing it that you could trust quality, reliability, and think about it, right? If somebody's already a Mesa user or a Gibson user and is like, you know what? I want a TS style pedal or something like that. Now you can buy in the family that you trust.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, and we mentioned this earlier, right? We're using a Mesa amp. We got the Mesa pedals. We're big Mesa supporters here.
Absolutely.
They're just fantastic products. So, Let's move on to this is my favorite.
The gold mine.
This is my favorite, and I'm rubbing it for good luck.
Also, I want to point out though, like control layout. So as we're going this way, the gold mine actually has the most flexibility.
3 knobs, 4 knobs, 5 knobs.
Yes, we have increased our knobbage.
So many knobs, and there's little knobs on this and big knobs.
Don't get them confused.
No. So here is the gold mine, everything 12 o'clock. Again, oh no, drop my pick. These picks are expensive. James Hetfield makes them by hand. And he personally gave me this one. And then when he gave it to me, he told me to tell Harry that he's a piece of garbage.
Email us.
Yeah, so Harry, that's for you. So here is the amp by itself. And the gold mine. That is the average tone. However, we'll do this real quick. I'm just going to down tune, and I want to. This particular pedal does something. Hold on, I can't do this and talk at the same time. If you want to talk, you can.
So this particular pedal is one of the more high gain ones, as we were saying. As does it have bass, mid, and treble control, as opposed to the Dynaplex, which is only a tone control. Although the tone control is very powerful for the Dynaplex, the gold mine, you can actually really get in there and really tweak what it is you're trying to adjust, what frequency you're trying to adjust.
So here's why I like the gold mine, right? So you have your level and your gain. You also have your 3-band EQ. If you actually bring the gain down a little less than 9 o'clock, right? Even with humbuckers, you really get that super cool, vintagey, almost like Fender-ish amp tone.
Absolutely, yeah. I would say it can do that. It's a lot. There's a lot more to this pedal, what it does, than just what you're going to take at face value.
And then if you want to just crank it, right? You got. It does that aggressive metal.
Absolutely, and it sounds like a real amp. Like it doesn't sound like a pedal.
Yeah.
Like it's not like fake.
It's funny you mention that because I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm very close to being done with putting my pedal board together. I thought for a second I was done, and then I was like, maybe I should switch some stuff out. Some of the pedals, they sound like pedals, right? They sound like I'm adding something to my sound, and it's not fake. It sounds artificial.
Yeah, it sounds like it's stacked. You know what I mean? Like you're not getting like a good core sound at the beginning.
And there's also some of the times there's not a lot of really good dynamics in pedals, right? It's either like an all on or all off kind of thing.
Yes.
Where there's no in between. And if you're going for a very specific sound or a very specific vibe, that could work, right? But if you want to like mix it up and you want to do that high gain, but then you're in the mood to do, a little something, a little something lighter or a little bit more intimate or ambient, right? You can do that with all of these.
Absolutely, and you can hear every note in the chord, by the way, as he was just playing.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like muffling anything or you're losing anything.
So I think at this point, right, we kind of went through the softer, more vintagey, classic side of all these pedals. We're gonna swap over, and George is gonna melt your faces.
See what we could do.
So here we go. All right, we'll be right back. We're back. And I no longer have a guitar. George does. George, tell us about this guitar.
All right, so we have the Andy James AJ1. Basically, it's a older LTD model. I replaced the pickups with Stephen Carpenter Fishman Fluences. They're limited edition. From what I hear, almost impossible to find in the 6-string configuration. They sound great. I like them, and that's what you're going to hear right now being put through these. They have a bunch of different voicings, but I just mainly use one.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys know this. 6 strings are effing lame.
You need more strings.
If you don't have 7 strings, you might as well quit playing guitar.
You need those strings to get the genty thing.
Yeah. So I stopped. That's why I don't have a guitar anymore, because I only have 6 strings. So what we're going to do now is let's do a quick clean channel, and then we'll see how aggressive we can get these pedals. And then afterwards, we'll jump into the already saturated gain from the amp, and we'll use it as a boost. All right, so here is amp tone. This is the Clio 12 o'clock.
Got a lot more gain than I thought.
Not to steal someone's idea or thunder, does not chug.
No. I mean, you really have to imagine and try.
Yeah. You're pushing it. This is better suited as a boost on top of amp gain.
But to be fair, though, I think this is more gain than a tube screamer, right?
Hold on, let's try something. Okay, play again. Give me like a chordy, maybe chordy. So the thing that I noticed here, and it's definitely more apparent with pickups that are more output, this does not do the mid-hump thing quite as severe as a TS.
I remember us talking about this because to your ears, you're like, no, and I don't blame you. A lot of people do not like that specific sound. So at least you have like an alternative now.
It's because sometimes, like, I have a tube screamer. I have a tube screamer mini. It's on my board. I don't think it'll ever leave, mainly because of the size. However, it does this, like, I don't know what K frequency. It does this thing where it just gets me so aggravated. This does not do that.
No,
it does a little bit of that mid hump, but it sounds more natural.
Yeah, it's not like as noticeable.
Yeah. So let's switch over to the Dynaplex. We'll start with everything straight up and down, and then I will adjust knobs from there. All right, so here's clean. Here's Dynaplex.
Definitely sounds good too.
That does the thing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Get enough gain. I don't know where we were up all the way on the gain.
Yes.
So you could definitely chug. You could definitely squeal when you're playing the chords. It sounds like a real amp again, you know?
It's tight, responsive. And we're using all these like advertising words, and I get it, but they all make sense.
Absolutely, they fit the picture.
It wasn't flubby. It wasn't this loose like corner like woofy low end. Everything was very tight, very compact, and very reactive to your playing.
Absolutely. And one of the things I look for when I'm trying out a gain pedal or a distortion pedal, I'm one of those guys where like I have to hear that pick attack or at least some kind of variant of that. Because without it, I mean, it's hard to hear the nuances of like those double picked things, or when you're playing a chord, you want to hear every note. But yeah.
So now we'll switch over to the Gold Mine. Again, this is everything straight up and down. This one we do have the 3-band EQ with the each bass knob, mid knob, treble knob. So here we go. Ready? Well, this is clean. And this is with a little gold on top. So
the saturation sounds more, I would say, I don't want to use the word like believable, but maybe natural is probably the better.
It hits, okay, so straight up, the Gold Mine does not put out as much gain as the Dynaplex.
Really?
I feel like the Dynaplex was a little bit more aggressive. That being said, this is also a really cool combination. We're going to do the TS thing with the Clio. So we're going to bring the gain down to like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, tone up and down, level up and down, and I'm going to use it as a boost for this Gold Mine. So we're going to start with the Gold Mine, and then I'll kick in the Clio.
You definitely hear and feel the difference.
Yes.
Right away, it just like jumps up. It's easier to get some of the harmonics. The notes are standing out a little bit more.
And that's, I'm really glad you brought up the feel thing, because a lot of times with these pedals, like, yeah, they sound really cool, but like, what do they make you feel? Right? Do you feel like you're getting more involved with them? Do you feel like you're playing better? Do you feel like it's more energetic? Adding that boost in there makes you feel all those good things.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, so this is how they work on a more aggressive, metal-y kind of thing. We're gonna set up a tone on the amp for amp gain, and then we're gonna show you the Clio on top of amp gain. So again, we'll be right back. We're back. Wow, we're back. Okay, so aggressive tone on the amp. Couple different ways we're going to approach this. This is with the gain up halfway on the amp. So it is a metal tone, but it's not like super, super saturated. And we'll show you what the Clio can do in that realm. So here we go. George, what's the amp sound like? So first thing we're going to do, level all the way up, gain all the way down. That's a typical tube screamer trick. So here we go. Start. Pretty clear.
You hear the difference, yeah.
Little bit of boost.
Absolutely.
Gives you a tiny bit more gain, more spongy feeling.
The pick attack, and when you get used to playing with a gain on the front end, it's really hard not to do it. You get so used to it.
Yeah. Like I know if I'm playing with a screamer in front, like I feel great, and I turn the screamer off, and I feel like subconsciously I have to like dig in and like play harder.
I'm missing something. Something's not right.
So that's typically how you would use a screamer to boost the front of an amp.
And notice he lowered the gain you know, because if it's already turned all the way up and you're adding it in front, it's just gonna.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hiss fest.
Yeah. So typically, I like to do the level a little bit down from the top and the gain up a little bit.
Okay, so you're adding a little hair as well.
Yeah, so I like to use it as a boost in volume also, but like it just gives you more aggression. So here is amp by itself.
Wow, you get totally.
It's a different beast. When
Absolutely.
you add a little bit of gain on the pedal and bring the level down a little bit, it's a different beast. Like it turns your tone. It's a different tone entirely. So it's not really so much of a boost at that point. It's like it's changing your palette.
Yeah, I consider it like if we're hitting the front end of the preamp to this differently, we're changing the way the amp sounds.
Yeah.
You know, almost not completely, but you know, in a way, you are changing it.
All right, so that is these pedals in a nutshell. Is this off or on? Okay, cool. So I just want to take a second and unplug these and show you how cool these are. All right, so the front is the blue. The sides are like an antique white.
Creamy.
Ooh, look at that backplate. Matching the front plate.
Ooh, she's got backplate. Ooh, on that one.
Baby got backplate.
I don't want to.
And they all do the same thing, right? But so the Dynaplex is that purple, the gold mine is gold. They all have the matching front and back with the cream, or what do you go, Olympic white sides. These things look cool. They sound cool. They're built well.
Absolutely.
They're by Mesa. I mean, what else could you ask for?
Definitely try them out. And I know a lot of people are going to dismiss these. Oh, it's a drive pedal. And trust me, when it's got the Mesa logo on it, do not expect just run of the mill. You know, it's definitely above the rest.
Also, I think they did a really good job by not saying any of these were a transparent overdrive.
Oh my God, if I would hear that one more time.
Yeah.
Stacks well, it's transparent, it's responsive. All these
It's really
words.
good for your pedal platform. So yeah, so guys, come check these out in the store, Beaumont Guitars, online, Beaumont Guitars.
BeaumontGuitars.com, eBay, our own website, Reverb. Did I miss anything?
Watch this video again.
Yeah, please.
Watch our other videos.
Like, comment, subscribe, give us suggestions. Did you like these, this review? Do you want to see it more in depth? Do you want to, I don't know, do you want to see the Dynaplex compared to an actual Marshall? I mean, let us know what you want to see. Leave us your feedback.
Yeah. Other than that, have a great time playing your gear.
Absolutely.
Right?
Stay safe.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Stay safe.
That's important these days.
And pedal platforms are great for transparent overdrives.
That's right. Double P. Thank you all for watching.
See ya.
Peace.